So my name is Jeremy Coombs. I'm a parishioner at St. Sophia's Ukrainian Catholic Church here in Garner, North Carolina. I am entering into my third year in the Diaconate program. My family and I moved to North Carolina about a little over 5.5 years ago from Oregon. I was raised in a Christian Science family, and I came into the church. I discovered Catholicism a little early on in my teenage years. I converted and came into the church in 2002 while I was serving in the Marine Corps, and I like many converts, I was very strong in my faith early on, and then as time went on, I kind of fell away, never fully giving up the faith at all. Never left the church. Just kind of moved away. I came back to the church. My wife and I got married. We've been married for 21 years now, and my wife came into the church after our eldest was born, um, and then we gradually moved out here. But during that time, I had always felt a deep desire to be as close to the Lord as possible. um, and I never really knew how to do that, but I knew that's where I wanted to be. I would see the priests up there, I would see the deacons up there, and I was like, that's where I want to be. I felt like that's where I have to be, and I and so I started in the Roman Church. I started to um, explore a little bit into the diaconate, and it just didn't work out. And so after my wife and I, we moved here with our family. A few years after being here, my wife actually discovered this church through Father Matthew, who would give confessions at the local Roman church on Wednesdays. So we started coming here, and my first experience here was I just fell in love with it. And I immediately knew this was where I needed to be. And so we formally switched churches. And in that time, I was talking with Father Mark Shuey about the diaconate program. And he explained to me, he's like, this is a program that is it's designed for married men with families, people with busy lives. We can do it at our own pace. You have ahead of time the coursework. It's very low stress, but it's rigorous. It's very rigorous work. Um, and the people that we've met, the other men that we have met in this program, are inspiring, to say the very least. Their commitment to their churches, to their parishes, to their parishioners, to their faith, to their families, is um, it stands above all others. And I think this program really fosters that. It encourages that amongst its men, and it attracts those men, and I think that's a very, very good thing. The accessibility of it for everybody to be able to not only have their busy lives, but to also be able to make time for this, and they can do it at their own pace. They can do it as fast as they want. They can do it as slow as they want, with limitations. Um, and then with the annual residency programs that they have, are great for us to get together and share our stories, be inspired by one another, encourage one another, learn from each other, and then take those back. And it's not just us and us within the UGCC, but we have members who are Romanians, and learning from them and hearing how their parishes work and listening to their tones and the differences within the church. It further solidifies this truth of the true universality of our church, and how at the end of the day, we, as diaconal candidates, we all want to serve the Lord. And and that's basically what this is about, is learning to how we are going to best serve the Lord, and at the same time serve our parishioners. So I'm just very, very grateful to my experiences here. I'm very grateful to Father Mark and to Father Deacon Mike for all of their help and encouragement, and I'm eternally grateful for all the other men in this program.